AereA is a beautiful game. Let's get that out of the way immediately. The environments are strikingly lush and vibrant, the music is otherworldly in its eager instrumentation, and the character designs, if not super memorable, are undeniably charming. Even the UI is just pleasant to the eyes and ears. The game provides one powerful first impression, and one can't help but feel invigorated by the passion on display. Unfortunately, AereA is also something you must play, not simply absorb. What we have here is ostensibly a top-down action RPG. You smack baddies and complete quests, all to a romantic music-themed backstory. What's not to like? Well, a lot of things, actually. Most chiefly, the game balance is completely out of whack. While character progression mechanics, classes, skills, and various items do exist, they're almost utterly pointless. The combat is so biased in the player's favor that it feels like God mode. Several hours and 3 bosses in, I'd still never come anywhere near close to dying, or even feeling mildly threatened. It's such a baffling decision that I question whether it was a decision at all, or merely an accident. The loading screen hints certainly seem to believe you'd need strategy to fight these bosses, though you most certainly do not. Thankfully, depending on your proclivities, AereA does offer additional gameplay value. Each of the various levels, again, beautiful as imaginable, consists largely of long, winding corridors with many locked doors. Countless locked doors. This might sound like some nightmarish torture, but if you love mazes as much as I do, it's actually kinda fun. Figuring out which switches I needed to press and wandering around lost was a highlight of the experience to me. I miss when games would actually let the player explore for themselves and pathfind using their own intuition. It does raise some questions though. Who is this game for? The simplistic mechanics, brain-dead difficulty, and sweet-hearted fantasy narrative would suggest it's for children and their families. But children and their families are very unlikely to enjoy wandering aimlessly as they attempt to spot any recognizable landmarks. There is a market for dead easy games, and also a market for labyrinthine dungeon crawlers, but both together? That's just a bit odd. It's ultimately no wonder that the game appealed to practically nobody, and I think that's a crying shame since the care put into the world and presentation is very apparent. I guess I can really only recommend AereA as a curiosity. I have very little idea what it was even trying to accomplish, and that's rare and intriguing.